Right now, like let's talk about Valhalla Tea and like what this actually is and like what is so exciting about this.
Yeah, so we're probably about, I think, coming up on year 4 right now, being in operation. Initially, this was all started to help out with mental health issues in the veteran community. I myself am a veteran of 10 years, combat veteran from Afghanistan, and tea helped me on my own personal journey through my own mental health kind of process right there, if you will. And so that's kind of how I fell into this. I've been doing art my whole life as well too. So the idea initially was to bring high graphic design art together while helping vets and using tea, kind of as that conduit right there. So yeah, I guess that's the start of it right there.
Well, and I will tell you that like with the graphic design and with the actual like art on the bags, you've definitely nailed it. Like it is super eye-catching, and I gotta say, like the actual like flavors and the smells and everything, like it seems like so unique. How do you guys decide what like flavors you're gonna go with and like the combinations and all that sort of stuff?
Right. Yeah. I mean, initially we sat down and we just kind of looked at a flavor profile. What's sweet? What's savory? What's green tea, black tea, and then once we decide on kind of an area that we want to focus on, we start looking at the ingredients that we want to use, and then we start finding kind of the rich history of those ingredients and attaching that to what we designate as champions here. But they're gods and goddesses, real people, from all over different walks of life in the world and everything right there. But it's important to us to tie that flavor into kind of the champion that's there on the bag right there, because going back to the artwork, like we use this artwork to draw people in, like you said.
Yeah.
And something a lot of people, they don't realize at first is like on the back of every single one of our packages is coping mechanisms for how to deal with mental health issues. Every single one's different, so it's kind of in our way of trying to help out people without them even realizing that we're helping them out just through our art. So.
And obviously we're here at Portland Retro Gaming Expo. It might seem a little odd for some people that there's a tea booth at a gaming expo. Why did you decide to come to the show? Like, what part of this community screams, hey, they're going to want tea to you?
Yeah, well, I mean, number one, I'm an avid gamer myself, okay? To the point I had to stop myself from gaming for a spell because, I think we've all been there. Yeah, we've all been there.
We've all been there.
But we're actually really good friends with Video Game Wizards, so they've been very gracious to allow us to have this ability to come here and kind of represent what we are. I think they see the good work that we're doing here as well, too. And then, something just having that passion in this high-end artwork, and it ties very closely with video game design and everything. And then I'll tell you what, drinking tea is a lot healthier than energy drinks when you're gaming. Okay,
absolutely.
So it's
absolutely. And how has the show actually been for you? Like, you've been doing well on sales. Like, you've been pushing it really well.
Oh, I mean, this show's been great. We've been doing this. I think this is our 3rd year right now. And it is progressively, post-COVID now, it has gotten so much better. This is the largest show I've seen to date right now. I'm thoroughly impressed, and I can't tell you like how many people have came up to the booth from all over the United States, which that kind of blown me away, thinking like people saying, oh, we're from Texas or New York, just to come to this show, which is insane, the growth I think that this is experiencing, and we're very happy to be a part of it.
Well, I mean, this is a huge show. It's a big deal in, the retro gaming community and just nerddom in general. But so if people who are not here at Portland Retro Gaming Expo, which if you're not here, you're missing out, where can people find your teas? Like, you guys have a website, like someplace that people can order online?
Yeah, so if you're in the Portland area, Video Game Wizards carries us in all their stores. But if you want to look up us online, valhallatea.com. We do have a store locator there. Like I said, we're all over the United States right now and a lot of video game stores across the United States. So you can find us there, order online as well too. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming up for the holidays right now. We actually also recently just got into coffee, so we're about to release a massive coffee line for those that don't like tea, and the whole, again, point of this is we're helping out mental health issues and that reintegration program for veterans at the end. So as we grow, we can help more people, and I think that's the core of what's most important to what we're doing. So
and it's a fantastic cause, definitely something to be supporting. Absolutely 100%. Now, I know that you've been busy working here in the booth. You've been busy getting people this delicious tea. But have you gotten a chance to get out on the show floor, explore it any? And if you have, what's something that you've seen that like really like excited you or like made you happy?
Yeah, so the one thing that I did Friday night when I kind of, around 10 o'clock, I was winding around down, I went over to the classic video games that you guys have over there, and Sega Genesis Vector Man. I'm going to tell you, I haven't seen or played that game since I was probably 6 or 8 years old. I don't even remember how long ago. But what a blast from the past that was. It was so exciting. I had to send a bunch of pictures to my friends and just say, oh my God, you guys remember this game right here? Because that made me feel great, and I think that it brought back a lot of good memories and everything that I totally forgot about that game, so it's
Vector Man is one of those like Genesis games, because like when you think Genesis, obviously you think Sonic first, but for me, Vector Man and Comic Zone are the two games that when I think Genesis, if I'm not thinking of Sonic, those are the two that come to mind.
Oh yeah, and I never beat that game back in the day. 6 years old. I had a lot of motor skills.
Yeah.
So I am tempted just to go sit over there and just try and beat it, so I can officially, die happy, saying, all right, I've conquered this game.
Definitely something you could do here. And if you're coming to the show in the future, I'm sure you'll probably be here next year as well. Check out Valhalla Teas. If not, as I said, you can order them online. You can check them out. It's a great cause and also just fantastic tea. The smells are just absolutely brilliant. Like I've come by a couple times now just to smell, and it's been wonderful. So if nothing else, just buy them just to smell them, but also pretty good for drinking too. All right, thank you very much for talking to me.
Appreciate it.
It's fantastic.